Doctor, I have
Yes.
for the quiz. I live in Mecca. Also, I have lectures before the tutorial directly, and I have no problem with the camera.
Okay, those who have problems with camera can come to the university.
Okay.
Could you repeat, please, what you say, Professor?
Wait a minute. See, we discussed in the last class that if those who don't have camera, they have to come to the university. Those who have camera and can come on camera, no need to come to the university. You already have the midterm exam of the other courses, right? And you are going for the to university for those midterms.
Yes.
Yes, doctor, yes.
Yes.
Yes, Amar.
Good morning, Doctor. Doctor, I have a question on the
Yes.
assignment. Can I ask you about it?
Yes.
Okay. In the last question, question number 6, it's give me one, just one Q, I mean one discharge, and just one pipe. The rules that I know and I
Yes,
the
Amar.
rules, yes, the rule that I know, it's for two velocity and two area. You know, the first and second area, the first and second velocity.
But
So,
discharge will be only one.
so the area and the pressure and the velocity will be equal, right?
Why pressure will be equal?
Because it just give me one pressure in the question. The pressure in one pipe
So you need to find the second pressure.
and the second velocity and the second area. And
Yes.
then I find the force, the magnitude of the force and its direction.
Yes.
Okay, okay. Thank you, Doctor.
Doctor, in the last question, the same question, the pressure is not the same. B1 and B2.
Yeah, I have not seen the question, but what I'm saying that if the diameters are different, and even if is same diameter, the length is the long pipe, then the pressure will not be equal. So you need to apply the energy equation. That is
Diameter is the same.
okay.
And the discharge is the same also.
Yeah,
This is
discharge will always be same. See, whether one diameter, two diameter, or many diameters, if one pipe, then discharge will be same.
Because I think we solve like point, uh, uh, problem 6.30, and it's the same idea. We get the pressure equal and the area equal and the velocity equal. And for fx we use cosine theta, and for fy we use sine theta. I apply the same rule, but I didn't get the same answer or the correct answer.
Okay, you send me your solution on WhatsApp. We'll discuss.
Okay, no problem. Thank you, Doctor, so much.
Okay.
Thank you, Doctor.
Any other questions? Okay. I have sent you the chapter 4 compilation. Yeah, you can just go through it. Okay. Now, actually, I had decided to keep laminar and turbulent flows only in chapter 4, but we will add one more topic in this chapter because we have separated the quizzes for chapter 3 and 4. So there is a small topic remaining related to the fluid mechanics. So now, after this dimensional analysis chapter, which is included in chapter 4, we can complete our fluid mechanics part. Then we can start thermodynamics. I have told you that this course is basically comprising 2 courses. One is related to the fluid dynamics or fluid mechanics, you can say, and then second one is thermodynamics. So we have only one topic left with the fluid mechanics. Then we can start the thermodynamics. So the last topic related to this chapter 4 is dimensional analysis. Okay, I already sent the PDF including this chapter. This chapter means this topic of chapter 4. Dimensional analysis. Now, what is dimensional analysis? Or first of all, what are the dimensions? Usually, any unit can be expressed in m, l, t, and theta, where m is mass, l is length, t is time, and this theta is for temperature. Okay, you take anything means whatever we studied, any property, or whether it is fluid property, whether it is geometric dimensions like area, fluid, etc. For example, if I say L is square, so what do you think, whose unit it is, whose dimension it is? L is square.
Area.
Yes, it is length is square, right? So it is like area. If I write only M, you can say like meter square, right? M is mass, simply kg. Now, for example, what is L cube?
Volume.
Volume. Okay, then tell me what should I write for density? For density, you know
Mass
that
for
is,
all volume.
you know, for density is kg per meter cube, right?
Yes, mass over volume.
Yes, mass or volume, but how we can write? Can we write like this? M L minus 3.
Yes.
Why minus 3? Because it was in the
Denominator.
denominator, right? So M is mass, okay, and meter cube is L minus 3. For example, velocity. What should I can write for velocity?
Meter per second.
So what can I write?
L t to the power minus 1.
Yes, L t to the power minus 1. Because it is meter per second, right? For meters, we have L per second, so t minus, say for example, acceleration. We know acceleration is meter per second square, right? So it will be
T minus.
L t minus. For example, kinematic viscosity. What is the unit of kinematic viscosity?
Poise.
Poise is the unit of dynamic viscosity. Kinematic
Stokes.
viscosity is, yes, Stokes, but
Pascal multiplied with second.
Pascal second is for dynamic viscosity. 1 poise is equal to 1/10 Pascal second. That is for dynamic viscosity for mu. But for nu, 1 Stokes equals to 10 raised to minus 4 meter square per second. What is the unit? Meter square per second. So what can we write?
L2 T.
L2T. Is this correct?
To the minus 1.
T minus 1.
Minus 1. Are you understanding this, everyone?
Yes, doctor.
Every day attendance is going down every day. Yes, Khalid, Umar, Usama. Is this clear? You don't have mics to speak?
Yeah, Doctor, clear.
Clear for me.
Yes, Khalid, Abdullah is there.
Yes, doctor, I am here. Yes, doctor, I'm there.
Is clear? Can you understand this?
Yes. Yes, doctor. Yes, yes.
You can take the screenshot, or it is already given to you in the notes. Now, say for example, so whenever 1 Newton will be, what will be Newton? How to write the Newton? You know, the Newton is the unit of force, and force equals to mass into acceleration, right? That is kg is mass and acceleration is meter per second square, right?
Yes.
So what will be the unit of dimensions of Newton? M, L, T
minus
minus
minus 2.
So this is very special because we need Newton in many places. Say for example, Pascal. For pressure, unit is Pascal, right? What is Pascal? Newton per meter square.
yes.
So first of all, you need to write for Newton. Newton is mL T minus 2 into
L minus 2.
L minus 2. So now you can add the powers. So one is minus. So what it will come for Pascal?
ML minus 1 T2.
Yes. So mL minus 1 T2 or T minus 2.
T minus 2, Doctor.
Oh, yes, yes.
Now, can you tell me for viscosity, dynamic viscosity? Viscosity means always dynamic viscosity. So Pascal is unit of pressure, stress, whatever we have, right? Pressure as well as stress for in Pascal. Now viscosity. What is the unit of viscosity?
M square over meter square per second.
That is kinematic viscosity. Whenever we say only viscosity, then it is dynamic viscosity. Mu. When we say viscosity, it is always dynamic viscosity. What is the unit?
Pascal times second.
Pascal second.
Newton into the second over meter square.
Yes. Newton per meter square into second, right?
Yes.
Pascal. So Newton is m L T minus 2 into second is T into meter square is L
Minus 2.
2. So what it is becoming? M L minus
Minus
1 T minus 1.
Doctor,
Yes.
Newton is ml to the power minus 1 into t to the power minus 2. But
What?
in the viscosity, you write ml.
No. What is Newton? Newton is
Okay.
meter per second square. L.
Okay. I mean the
This
Pascal.
is
Sorry,
Pascal.
Doctor. Okay. Thank you.
Okay. So see, we have not started thermodynamics. In thermodynamics, we need the temperature as well. Whatever properties related to the fluid mechanics we are seeing here, actually though they don't have the temperature. Okay, so as of now, we can just skip theta. Okay, but in future, if you need, see, this is very interesting thing, sometimes used in the research as well. Okay, I have some explanation. We have detailed analysis. We will see that. Now, can you tell me for a specific volume? Do try yourself. What is specific volume?
Volume over mass.
Yes. That is meter cube per kilogram, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So what will be the dimensions?
L cube m minus 1.
Okay. Yep. First, see, the sequence should be MLT.
Okay.
So M minus 1
L
L
cube.
cube. You can just also add, for example, T0.
Yes.
Okay. Showing that it is independent of time. Okay. If you don't want to show, no problem. But I'm just saying that if even if you add T power 0, it will not going to affect. Otherwise, we have to add everywhere theta power 0 because we don't have the temperature. Is this clear?
Yes.
Okay, we'll take one or two examples of related to the temperature. For example, specific heat capacity. Specific heat capacity is a term and its unit is joule per kg Kelvin. Its unit is joule per kg Kelvin. So what is joule for energy? Newton meter, right? 1 joule. You know this, right? Joule is Newton meter divided by kg Kelvin. So only for you, if it only for energy, if it is asked, then it is Newton meter, remember. But if it is asked for specific heat capacity, Newton meter per kg Kelvin. What is the dimensions of Newton? M L T minus 2, right?
Three. Yeah, minus 2.
So this is for Newton. M means L, then kg is M minus 1, then K is theta.
Minus 1.
Am I right?
Yes.
Yes.
Remember, what is in Newton? Newton is kg meter per second square. So into meter per kilogram per Kelvin. So M minus 1.
Cancel each other.
Cancel.
So M0, or you can write without M as well. L square T minus 2
Theta minus 1.
theta minus. This is for CP. We will study this specific heat capacity. Cp, Cv, universal gas constant. Okay, entropy. Many things will come this way. Say energy, only energy. Energy is Newton meter, right? Newton is mL T minus 2 into L, right? Energy.
Yes.
See this. This is Newton into meter, that is L. So what it will be? M L2 T minus 2. Okay, please work out and tell me for power. So I can
Well-
neglect. Yes, can you tell me for power? What is power?
In watt, and which is 1 joule per second.
Yes, joule per second or Newton meter per second. So for Newton meter is this one. Per second means it will become -3. See, this is already Newton meter, right? Per second means T minus 1. This is energy. This is joule. Per second means T minus 1. So if I add this, it will become T minus 3. So you take any property, it will come same. Okay. If it has any unit, then it has some dimensions. If it is not unit, for example, efficiency, what will be the dimensions for the efficiency? Yes. What is the unit of efficiency? There is no unit of efficiency, right? So we can say M0, L0, T0.
Yes.
So it is clear now that whatever is the property, whether it is the dimension, whether it is flow property, whether it is fluid property, the every one which has unit, it has dimension, can be written in the dimensional forms, right? Now every formula whatever we use, should also have a dimensional balancing. Now what is dimensional balancing or dimensional homogeneity? Dimensional homogeneity means, now for example, we studied pitot tube, right? What is velocity for in case of pitot tube? it is equal to V equals to CV under root of. Yes, you have quiz now. Third chapter, dynamics of flow. We studied Peter tube, right? So
Yes.
Doctor, tau G into H.
yes, 2GH, right?
Right.
Now, this formula we got from some derivation, say for example, okay? But before getting this formula, if I say that in case of Peter tube, the velocity is increasing as the height is increasing, velocity is increasing, okay? So we can say that V is a function of H and the mass, that is G, sorry, gravity. Okay, it is not dependent on mass, but the height, because mass means it is not dependent on the diameter, right? Otherwise volume would have come, then mass would have come. But it is a function of, see, if H is high, then what is the meaning? Velocity is high. If H is low, velocity is low. So we can say that V is a function of H and G, others are constant, right? Now let's see how, whether these units on both sides are correct or not. What is the unit of velocity? Meter per second, right? For velocity, meter per second. CV is a constant, so no unit, leave it as it is. Under root of 2 is a constant number. What is G? Unit. G has any unit or a constant?
G is constant, Doctor.
But it has unit, right?
It has
It has
unit,
unit,
yes.
right?
Okay. So what is the unit? Meter per second square into H is meter, right? So
Yes.
if I write in dimensional form, what is the here? M0 L T minus 1.
Yes. Square root of meter square over second square.
Yes, L is square. So this is L over L T minus 2 into L. So this will become L square T minus 2 square, right?
Yes.
So if I take the square root, it will become L
No.
T minus 1. So it is coming same, right? Both sides. So that means it is dimensionally homogeneous. Both has same. See, when it is inside the root, then they are becoming equal. Can we write V equals to 2GH?
No.
No, Doctor, you can't.
Yes.
If you want to write it without the square root, you have to write phi to the power 2.
Yes. So that's why I'm saying that we know that V is changing with H. But how it is changing? With the as a square root of H. So how you got that? How you got that? We got from, of course, from derivation as well, but from we can get easily simply from the dimensional analysis as well. I will show the procedure later on, but we can get this from the, okay. Let's see this for same this. Say we know that V is a function of H and G. So what you write, you just write V is equal to G to the power A and H to the power B. We don't know whether it is square root or square, whatever it is. What is the unit of V?
Meter per second.
That is L T minus 1, right? And G is L T minus 2 to the power A. And L to the
M
power B.
B.
Now what you do, you write here all M0 L1 T minus 1. Now compare the powers. So what will be L balancing? If I balance L, what can I get?
To the power of 1.
L power, this side is 1. 1 is equal to A plus B. Am I right? Here L power is A, here L power is B. So
Yes,
L to
Doctor,
the
you are
power
right.
A plus
Yeah,
B.
yeah. Right.
How about T? See, M we don't have, so I'm not comparing M. If I compare T, this side is minus 1. Minus 1 is equal to,
A.
no, minus 2A. See this, minus 2A.
Oh, okay.
So what it will be A? Minus is
Half.
cancelled.
Minus.
Half.
Half.
A is becoming half, right?
Yes.
If I put half here,
B will be half also.
yes. When I put half, 1 minus half is half. So B is equal to 1 by 2 as well.
Okay.
So what I'm getting, what I wrote initially, V is equal to function of G and H, right? So we wrote V is equal to G power A and H power B. Now we have the values of A and B. Okay, so what is A? G to the power half and H to the power half. Is that clear? So what is power half means? G H under root. Okay, so we can say that V is equal to some constant, that is 5. Okay, so this value will change, will not change with these three, because these three are now variables. This is called as dependent, and these are called as independent.
Doctor, even G, it's not constant.
But G changes with, say, for example, on different planets, right?
Yeah, different place in the earth.
Yes, not Earth. On Earth, it is same. In different altitudes, you can say, or if you go to Mars, Moon, etc., the value of G will be.
I know if we know to the North Pole, it's different there.
Yes, I mean, if you usually we are taking the on Earth, usually we are taking the 9.8. See, even if you see 9.8, 9.81, the difference is coming, right? Even if you take 9.8 or 9.81. Okay. So the left side is, we call it dependent variable, whereas these are the independent variable. This value is dependent on these, and these are independent quantities. Okay, they may not be dependent on each other. For example, G is not dependent on H. Okay, but this is dependent on both. Okay, and we know that what is the formula for V equals to, can we write this CV root 2 into GH? So this will become your phi. It is CV under root of 2GH, right? Can I take root 2 separately? So CV into root 2 is becoming like phi, some constant. Okay. So CV is 0.98. So into root 2, that is a constant for the experiment, and others are variables. Is that clear? So by doing this dimensional analysis, we can get how it is changing, whether it is changing with the square, whether it is changing with the square root, whether it is changing with linear. Okay, you can get the guess of that formula. For example, F is equal to, what is F? Sorry, HF.
For
Yes, 4FL V square 2GD, right?
yes.
So if you at least know that if it increases as the length increases, I told you that if you have very long pipe, then the pressure loss will be high.
Higher.
If velocity is high, this loss will be high. If diameter is small, then the loss will be again high. If you see in the refrigerator backside, you have a very, very long pipe, very thin diameter, very small diameter, very thin pipe, and it is rounded many times. Okay, so it is for to increase the pressure drop. It's for the expansion. Okay, so if you use small diameter and long pipe, then the pressure will be reducing every time. So if you know these numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 variables, then you can get the some relation how it is changing, whether it is increasing with velocity or decreasing with velocity. This we can get from dimensional analysis as well, without doing the actual derivation of this formula. If you know that this parameter is dependent on this from the experiment, then you can easily get the relation. For example, in one hall at my home, if I have one bulb or one lamp open, okay, then I have some light intensity. If I increase it to 2, so of course light will increase, right?
Yes.
If I increase to 3, it will increase. If it increase it to 5, 4, 5, it will increase. But how that light intensity is changing with number of bulbs? So if I make their units and then compare, then I can get whether it is increasing with the square or it is linearly increasing, like that. Okay. So for example, if I have one bulb and two bulbs, do you think that the light intensity will increase by the same intensity or different intensity?
With different density.
Same amount?
Yeah, the amount is same, but if you see for example, if you have one bulb, then it is completely starting from the dark, right?
Yes.
So that intensity will be different than the second one. So if you increase the second one, for
There
your
is
feeling that it's not increasing much.
yes, correct.
Okay. I mean, like that, you can add some factors. So when you do the dimensional analysis, you will get automatically the final how it is changed. I just use just one example. This example was not there in my mind any time. Okay, so like that. So why I gave that example? Because this can be applied to any place. Such kind of dimensional analysis can be applied to any place. Okay, so they don't get the theoretical derivation many a times directly first time. They do some experiments and they see that it is increasing with that, decreasing with that, and increasing with that, X, Y, Z. Then they write in the one side, they do the dimensional homogeneity analysis. Then they found out that yes, it is increasing with the say X with a square, Y under root, then say Y is Z is in the denominator, decreasing with the Z, like that. Okay. So for example, just for understanding, I'm taking this example. Acceleration is dependent on
Length and time.
say distance and time.
Yes.
Okay. So acceleration is meter per second square, LT minus 2. Okay. And distance is L to the power A, and time is
To the power B.
time to the power B. If you compare here, you are directly getting this. No problem. So you can easily get right. A is equal to 1, B is equal to -2. This is becoming very easy example. Do you know this physics problem, pendulum problem? You studied this?
Yes.
This?
Very good.
It's not area. It is the frequency
Period.
oscillation. Omega is the angular velocity. Okay. Angular
Yes.
velocity. It is radian per second. Radian is not meter. Okay. It is just per second. And if you know its formula, it is related to the, you know, this is the length of the string. It is L over G. Okay. So say that we don't know this, how they are dependent on G and L. We just know that omega is a function of G and L. Okay. So what is omega? Radian per second. So what can I write? L 0 m0 t minus 1. See, radian is angle. We don't have anything for angle. Okay. equal to,
T minus 1 or minus 2?
no, it is radian per second, minus 1, right?
Ah, oh yeah.
Minus I wrote. Okay, and G is meter per second square, that is L T minus 2 power A. L meter, length is meter, right? Power B. Now, can you compare L 0 equals to
A plus B.
A plus B. Okay, what is, if I compare T,
Minus 1 equals minus 2A.
minus 1 equals to minus 2A. So what it is becoming? A equals to,
Half.
A is half. And what is B?
Minus half.
Minus half.
Yes, B is becoming minus half. So A is equal to minus half, sorry, plus half, and B is equal to minus half. Okay. So omega will be proportional to or equal to some phi constant G to the power half and L to the power
Minus half.
minus half. So can I write this as phi? This is root G, right? And can I write this as 1 over root L?
Yes.
Okay. So what it is becoming? Omega is under root phi under root of G
G
over.
over L.
Isn't it interesting that we are getting the, except this constant, we are getting how the variation is happening with G and L. Okay. So we'll stop here. Please try to do some similar example. You whatever you have some simple formulas. You take some simple formula, you can get this such result. You don't need to do the derivations, long derivations. You can get directly from such dimensional analysis. Okay. In the next class, we will study the Buckingham's pi theorem, which is the main topic of this. Here we have only two variables. If we have more variables, how many unknowns can be there? 1, 2, 3, right? MLT, say A, B, C, we can have maximum. If you have D, then we don't have anything to compare.
Yes.
So usually, if you have more than 4, okay, even with 4 we can do, but if you have 5, 6 variables, like HF equals to 4 FL square by 2 GD, right? Many, there it has about 5 to 6 variables, 5 independent and 1 dependent, total 6 variables. Here we have 3 variables, 1 is independent and 2 independent. This is dependent and these 2 are independent. So if you have more than 4 or 5 variables, it becomes difficult to directly do this. So what we can do, we can use Buckingham's pi theorem, and that is going to help us get the very big formulas as well directly. Okay, at least how the variation is happening we can understand from it. Okay, so please try to look into the one table I gave in the for the dimensional analysis. Just go through the table and try to do one example yourself. Use any simple formula and try to apply that. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, doctor.
Okay.
Doctor, if we finish our class today, can we discuss the last question on the assignment, please? If you have
don't
time.
have other class now?
I have another class, but we have 4 minutes left.
No problem. Or you can send me the solution. That will be better.
Okay, no problem. I will
Okay,
send you. the
you keep on Zoom. Send me on WhatsApp. We will discuss on Zoom.
right now, I sent the solution.
Yes.
Okay, just a minute to get my phone.
Okay. Another thing is the whether when do you want to have the exam? In the morning class, Tuesday is better.
No, doctor.
I think the
Put
afternoon is better.
the quizzes in the on the afternoon,
Afternoon.
because we write in paper and then we scan.
Yes,
Then
Doctor. Afternoon.
we have more time.
In the morning we have class after this class immediately.
Okay. Yes, Suleiman, are you sending your solution?
Yes, yes, I will send my solution. No.
Doctor, I have sent my solution to you, but I don't think it's right or is correct. I mean,
Okay, you have not written the question. Why do you think it is wrong?
because I don't think that the area and the velocity is equal. But in the question is given that the diameter is just one.
So what is the problem?
So the equation that I use, is it correct or not?
Yes, you have done with the formula, right?
Yes, right.
So there should not be any problem. So I
Oh.
don't know the calculated values, but
I am Ammar, or are you talking to the Suleiman?
Amar, I'm talking to
Yes,
you.
yes. Okay. So the equation I use and the things I use are right is correct. So I have to continue the solution, right?
Yes.
Thank you,
It is
doctor.
we
I thought
solved this
it's
problem.
wrong. Yeah,
we
because we solved the same one in the class, and I wrote it in my notes. So just a minute to send it to you. It's here. I will send it to you as a photo.
Victor,
Yes.
do you receive
Yes,
my
yes.
solution?
Yes. Wait. Yes. See, the angle is given 135. What you have drawn is looking like 45. So you
Sorry,
need to bring it into the 90.
no, it's a mistake
Yes.
in given information, but in the solution I put it 135.
No, you wrote you theta 35, 45.
No, in the solution in collocations I put it 135.
Okay.
Doctor, I sent to you my notes, two pictures of my notes. The same idea.
Yes, I think it is same. No problem. Pressure is also same.
And the
velocity-
area and the V, it's also same.
Yes, pressure, area, velocity, all same. You just need to,
Use the last equation, Fx equal, that's rule, right?
yes.
The rule that's written in my notes.
Yes,
Fx and end Fy, right?
yes. Yes.
And
No,
then
Suleiman, same for you.
we use
What is the problem, doctor? I use wrong formula or what?
No, it's correct. No problem.
But I don't get the same answer. The final answer will be 7,000.
See what I'm saying you may have some calculation problem,
Hmm.
but not the procedure problem.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Check your calculation. That's it.
Okay. Inshallah. Thank
Okay.
you.
See you in the next class.
Assalamu alaikum.
Yes.
Thank you, doctor. See you in the next class, inshallah. I have the last question. The quiz will be just in chapter 3, right?
Yes, dynamics of flow.
Yeah, also thank you so much for that.